The following video demonstrates the use of report by exception, or RBE data in DNP3 and with the test harness. This demo illustrates report by exception, or RBE data reporting. DNP3 makes extensive use of RBE data to report only data that have changed, as well as to report all data changes. Note that RBE can be reported using either polling or unsolicited responses. In this example, we'll be using polled report by exception. In this demo, the test harness is connected to an off-screen microprocessor board. Binary inputs 0 through 4 represent 5 front panel buttons on the microprocessor board. First, note that none of the buttons are pressed, so the current state for each button is 0, or off. If I now press and hold one button and issue an RBE poll, we can see the status go to on, and if we look in the protocol analyzer log, we can see that value reported. If I now release the button and issue a new RBE poll, we see the transition go back to off, and again we see the status reported. Note that for binary inputs in DNP3, the most significant bit, or that 80 bit, represents the current state, and the least significant bit, this 1, indicates that the point is reported as online. Now if I press and hold the button, or press and release the button several times, and issue an RBE poll, notice that the current value is still off because the button was released at the time the poll was issued. If the device only reported the current state, all of those intermediate transitions would have been lost. However, if you look in the protocol analyzer log, you can see that each of these transitions were reported along with a timestamp of the time of change. With DNP3, RBE polls are usually issued on a periodic basis. We can do this in the test harness by configuring a repeat interval. To do this, double-click on the command and set up the repeat interval. In this case, we'll set up 3 seconds, so we click Start Repeat. Notice in the command window there's a status bar indicating the status of the repeats, and if we look in the protocol analyzer window, we can see updates every 3 seconds, and as I press and release the button, we can see those transitions reported in the various RBE polls.